going, everyone? I'm out on my bachelor party, and it's my last hurrah, and instead of strippers and cocaine, my best man brought me to a no-cursing comedy show. I appreciate that, Ned Flanders. Well, 30 Passion of the Christ sold out. I guess we can go back to our room, suck down some white wines, and draw on the blind side. Turn off the lights and nobody can hear me sobbing. So we are going out later tonight, and I love going out because I love to people watch. I love the bouncers who are always wearing, big tough guys wearing tap-out infliction shirts. I think tap-out shirts are a great way to send a message. The message is, I did not take high school very serious. In high school, I always wanted to be voted class clown, but it didn't work out for me. That's all right. But it actually turned out to be a good thing, because once I finished college and moved back home, I quickly learned that class clown really meant most likely to violate Illinois' 3-strike DUI policy. I love the fast food that you guys have down here, your Whataburger. Oh my God. My favorite will always be Taco Bell, near and dear to my heart. I love the food, but I think the worst part of a Taco Bell is being seen coming out of a Taco Bell. Because I think if somebody from high school saw you, they'd probably skip the formality of asking you, how are things going? Oh, just made partner. Decided to celebrate with fourth meal. Last time I actually had Taco Bell, I was home for Christmas, and I went out with some friends, and I saw on the menu that they had shrimp tacos. 3 for $6. And I decided to get those because it had been a long time since I'd had E. coli. I said that to my buddy. He goes, "No, I'm sure they're fresh." I go, "We are at a gas station in Peoria, Illinois. I don't think they're choppering this stuff in fresh every morning." Some husband goes home to his wife and is like, "Baby, I had the longest day in surgery all day today. Why don't we cruise over to Taco Bell, see what the catch of the day is?" So growing up, my parents would always threaten me when we got bad grades that if I didn't improve them, I would have to end up working at McDonald's after high school. "Oh, really, Mom and Dad? That magical place you only take us to on my birthday?" It's not a great way to terrify a chubby third grader. So I am getting married. It's August 10th, 2021. Thank you. It's coming up very shortly, and I love doing stuff with Jess. I love going to the movies with her. I love going to the movies, but I can't stand the coming attractions, because everyone always goes the same way. It's, how far would you go in a world? Stop right there, Mr. Narrator. If there's an elaborate plot to steal my identity and kidnap my wife, you can go right ahead. Because I have horrible credit, my wife doesn't do any mouse stuff. So now we're getting married, a lot more big decisions to be making with somebody else. And my fiance is always way more worried about important stuff than I am. She's like, when should we start saving for retirement? When should we start having kids? And I'm usually worried about stuff like, why was Family Matters ever taken off the air? Maybe I can make a Space Jam 2. Big issues in my life. So I told my dad I started doing stand-up comedy, and I went to see him, and I invited him to a show. And I said, it's important that he come support me. And he looked me in the eye and he said, "I don't really care what you do, because this is a Radio Shack and I'm not your father." So I'm glad I'm finally off the market, because the older you get, the harder it is to date ladies because they want more out of it. I remember in college it was so easy. You could basically just take a 19-year-old girl out for a couple of vodka and waters and an Arby's Big Beef and Cheddar, and that was considered a date. I remember taking this one girl out and took her back to her dorm, and she just started kissing me. She said, "All right, let's do it." And I remember she pulled back and said, "You smell delicious. What are you wearing?" And I looked her in the eye and said, "Febreze." So I'm in the Army. I'm actually about to get out because I have a back injury. But I work with some crazy guys who make weird decisions, like they like to give each other homemade tattoos. That's where you break apart an ink pen and you attach it with a needle to an electric toothbrush and you draw it on each other. I think homemade toothbrushes are a great way to save money on parlor tattoos, and you still get a chance to share hepatitis C. I think as far as medical procedures, our ranks just below getting reconstructive knee surgery by a drunk toddler. All right, guys, that's my time. Thanks, have a lot of fun.